Hello and good afternoon wherever you are around the world, and a huge welcome today to the Fire Middle East session brought to you by Advanced Electronics. As you can see by the screen, we are joined by Sasi Kumar, who is Commercial Manager based out in Dubai in the Middle East. He will be talking you through all things Advanced Electronics, and we'll be answering your questions along with Mark at the end during the Q&A. So if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that you want explained in a little bit more detail, please head over to the Q&A facility or the chat facility at the top or bottom of your screen, whichever is more suitable for you. But for now, over to Sasi. Sasi, if you'd like to come on at this point, I'll allow you to present for the next 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll be back for the Q&A at the end. I look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you very much, Gareth. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sasi Kumar. I'm the Commercial Manager for Advanced Electronics for the Middle East and Africa region. I am based out of Dubai. To start today's presentation, as you may not be familiar with who we are and what we do, I'll give you a brief overview of Advanced. I'll then take you through some scenarios providing specific case study examples of where advanced solutions work well and where our fire systems are actively providing protection today. These will include how we can help you meet the challenges of smaller to larger scale sites and how we make EN 54 and UL standard compliance easy. I'll also introduce you to our powerful, versatile false alarm reduction solutions, as well as showing you how our gas extinguishing system can provide fire protection, peace of mind for critical assets. At the end of the presentation, I'll briefly cover the support services we provide to ensure that you get the most of all advanced equipment before, during, and after installation. And finally, there will be time for your questions when Mark from our technical support team will join me to provide answers. Advanced is a leading UK manufacturer of life-saving fire safety technology. Established in the year 1999, we have a headquarters and state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Newcastle, UK. We have customers in over 80 countries across the world, and we are committed to creating a safer future for everyone. We are part of Halma, a FTSE 100 company. First, we'll take a look at fire protection for smaller scale sites. These might include retail premises, villas, car showrooms, cafes and restaurants, doctors, and dental surgeries. The smaller site we have seen on the previous slide typically have number of requirements. Some of these include robust, reliable fire protection, fewer trips to site needed for troubleshooting, service issues, etc. Fast and efficient programming to reduce time spent on the site. Option of wired, wireless, and hybrid detection options are also available. Reduction in false alarms, careful budget management. Cost is one of the prime consideration in choice of a fire alarm system. Let me introduce our new single loop standalone non-networkable fire alarm system, Axis Go. Axis Go is approved to EN 54 Part 2 and EN 54 Part 4 standards via FM Global approval body. It is ideal for smaller scale site where a simple non-networkable panel is required. Axis Go provides standalone fire protection for complete peace of mind. It is easy to install, cost-effective, access to advanced premier fire protection features. We launched Axis Go last month and it is available for sale now. There is a new high-resolution, high-contrast display backed by high-speed microprocessor technology, which gives a fast menu response. It also has a tactile keypad, which allows easy inputs for simple select and click programming. Axis Go has 15 zonal LED fitted as standard. These provide easy identification of fire location and comply with EN 54 standards. A new innovative door hinge provides good access for installation wiring. The Axis Go panel is available in two performance options, Axis Go or Axis Go Plus, which is identified by the label on the panel fascia. Last The all-important EN54 Part 2 and Part 4 label is displayed on the panel fascia as well. Axis Go supports 50 devices and Axis Go Plus supports 240 devices. Should customers require support for the Apollo or Hochiki field devices and wish to replace any existing fire alarm system, we can also support this option with a standard Go and Go Plus product. For Apollo protocol, it is 50 device and 126 device, and Hochiki 50 device and 127 device on Go and Go Plus product respectively. Axis Go is easy to install and use, and with its new intuitive configuration tool, it is also available in 9 different languages. The system is very flexible and powerful with wide range of cause and effect programming, comprehensive false alarm management, and enhanced diagnostic. With the latest microcontroller, it has lightning fast upload and download speed. Axis Go is ready for you now. With the Ethernet expansion, it is ready for the future also. Minimizing unwanted alarms. False alarms cause significant disruption, distress, and expense. Common causes include steam, aerosol, smoking, faults, dust, cooking, toasters, hot works, sprinkler maintenance, artificial smoke, call point misuse, contractor activity, system maintenance, etc. To overcome these false alarm scenarios, we have Alarm Calm, a complete false alarm management system. Alarm Calm provides ultimate flexibility in false alarm management, thanks to its unique use of building areas in programming cause and effect matrix, which addresses the individual needs of different parts of a site. Building areas are independent of fire zones, so you have full control of the false alarm strategy to exactly fit the needs of each part of a building. These virtual building areas can cover multiple zones and points, partial zones, or even single detector. This allows the fire system to target areas where there might be a risk of false alarm. An optional Alarm Calm button allows building occupants to acknowledge an alarm if there is an obvious non-hazardous reason for its activation. The examples could be steam from a shower or smoke from cooking. These features and benefit make Axis Go a fully featured panel, just as you would expect from Advanced. At the same time, its standalone capability and associated value for money open up new markets to the installer, where previously a low specification panel may have been installed on cost-saving grounds. Alarm Calm is available on our Axis Go system as well as Axis EN range of fire alarm systems. Then we move on to the medium to large scale sites, which typically have number of requirements. Some of these include robust, reliable fire protection, fewer trips to site needed for troubleshooting, service issues, etc., as these add to time and cost pressures. Fast and efficient programming to reduce time spent on site. Intelligent network communication, reduction in false alarm. Also, medium to large scale sites require complex cause and effect routines compared to the smaller sites. To cater to medium to large scale sites, we have Axis EN fire alarm system. Axis EN is available in 1 to 8 loop panel format with 240 devices per loop. Axis EN system, we could have up to 2000 zones per system, a very powerful 200 nodes peer-to-peer networking. It has auto addressing, auto learn, and also intuitive programming. We could connect different types of remote terminals to our Axis EN system. Remote terminal with only display, remote terminal with display and control, and remote terminal with touchscreen. All the 3 options are available on Axis EN system. Axis EN has multi-language option and a comprehensive cause and effect matrix. The fire alarm system is approved to EN54 Part 2, Part 4, and Part 13 by FM Global Body. An Axis EN system is available in wired, wireless, and hybrid detection option similar to the Axis Go system. Axis EN detectors are available with or without built-in isolator option and are approved to EN 54 Part 5, Part 7, and Part 17. These use a fully digital access protocol with high noise reduction. No expensive wiring is required as they have an open style mounting base which makes wiring easy. The detectors have a dual bicolor 360-degree LED and provide interrupt-based detection and sensitivity settings. Addressing and sensitivity setting is done via the panel or a handheld programmer. Axis EN system is easy to install and use with its intuitive controls and menus. It has extensive configuration option. The system is packed with premium features like onboard oscilloscope and multimeter. The connection to PCs is via USB or RS-232. Comprehensive false alarm management. Axis EN is scalable up to 200 network nodes and is also flexible with a standalone options of 1 loop, 2 loop, 4 loop, and 8 loop system. It has easy to use Windows-based service tool which helps predict which devices are becoming contaminated to avoid false alarms. Case study. Advanced were selected to protect the new global headquarters of the Landmark Group in Dubai. Located on Dubai Marina overlooking Sheikh Zayed Road, this flagship corporate headquarters boasts of 10 floors for parking, 19 floors for offices, and an elevated glass boardroom. And it also has 12 high-speed elevators. This building is protected by 6 Axis EN control panels, 4,500 analog addressable field devices, and 30 audio amplifiers, 1 for each floor, to deliver the ultimate level of protection for the very prestigious project. The Axis EN panels were selected for this project due to reliability, intuitive operation, dynamic cause and effect programming option, and a flexible approach to network expansion should it ever be required. Another product to cater to large to medium to large scale site is our Axis AX range of fire alarm system, which is approved to UL 864 standards. Axis AX fire panel are available in 1 loop, 2 loop, and 4 loop formats with 126 devices per signaling line circuit and is approved to UL 864 9th edition. Axis AX system has a superb noise immunity and emissions. Axis AX provides standard or fault-tolerant networking option with 1,000 fire zones when networked and a maximum of 25,000 devices per network. The command centers are built on the backbone of our Axis AX intelligent fire panels and support wide variety of configuration and application. Axis AX system can synchronize audio and strobes across an entire 200 node network. Again, command centers can be easily expanded and customized and are supplied in modular format. The smaller command centers can be ordered fully configured. All AX control panels and command centers have audio and telephone option. By adding an advanced audio module to a standard control panel, the panel is now ready for complete audio configuration. The options include audio panel, audio module, and an audio booster, zone splitter, and a 70-volt converter module. Remote microphone and mass notification is also possible. Built-in telephone switchboard or dedicated telephone display. It also has fan and smoke controls. The Axis AX redundant controller is ideal for high-risk sites such as government, military, high-rise, and industrial facilities where a fail-safe or a redundant fire system is essential. The Axis AX redundant controller provides total peace of mind that your fire alarm system will continue to work even when faults occur. Controller module constantly monitor the integrity of both the standard fire alarm system as well as the hot standby fire alarm system, including the power supply, microprocessor. It can be isolated in a separate metal box or a 19-inch rack mount enclosure is also available. On this slide, you can see two new UL range of detectors which are fully compliant with UL 268 7th edition. We offer many other devices besides these, including a range of XP95 protocol, which is also fully compliant with the UL 268 7th edition. And in addition, we also offer CO detectors. Smoke inhalation is the primary cause of fire-related deaths. When the fire starts, the smoke spreads rapidly in the open pathways in buildings to reach areas which is far from the fire source. So it is vital to control the flow of smoke to provide safe escape routes for the occupants and a clear access for the firefighters. Dynamic smoke from advance takes a revolutionary approach to smoke control by super simplifying one of the most complex system design challenges in the fire industry. Not only does dynamic smoke gives you a complete and active control over all of your fans and dampers from the fire system, it also makes smoke control simpler to install, configure, and operate than ever before with our intuitive software. We have ultra simplified programming by swapping complex data inputting for an easy to use matrix that saves you time and gives you a clear at a glance view of all your fan and damper settings. It is perfect for dedicated and non-dedicated application as well as network or a standard fire alarm systems. The way people react during the earliest stages of a fire is the most important factor in determining survival. Centralized message generators can fail, creating an inherent weak point in the system. Furthermore, they do not cater for dynamic spreading fire situation. Although messages are generated at each amplifier, if they are not synchronized, notification becomes hard to understand. With perfect sync, all voice messages, fire alarm signals, and strobes switch on exactly the same time. They remain in sync even during spreading fires and live voice notification, ensuring non-confusing notification. Perfect sync from advanced is the only system available that guarantees complete super-fast synchronization of audio messages, alarm, strobes, and paging across entire fire network of up to 200 nodes. Axis AX provides a unique scalable platform that can expand to suit virtually any application. Fire panels, which are available in 1, 2, or 4 loop formats, and it is also available in red or gray color. Axis AX is packed with premium features like synchronized audio and strobes, integrated smoke control, and unbeatable networking capabilities of up to 200 network nodes. Add the audio module to any Axis control panel, and it's ready for complete audio configuration. Axis AX has easy-to-use Windows-based service tool. It helps predict which devices are becoming contaminated to avoid false alarms. Another case study, this is Marassi Al Bahrain Resort, which has tens of thousands of visitors to the mall, hotel, and apartments. For this reason, it was crucial that the fire protection chosen was capable of delivering the highest level of performance, quality, and ease of use. A combined total of 47 fire alarm panels, including the integrated telephone and voice evacuation system, and a graphical command centers with almost 11,000 devices, which included 6,400 plus smoke heat detectors, and a further 2,800 control or monitoring modules were used for this application. In developing the false alarm management and reduction strategy, a two-stage positive alarm sequence was programmed and integrated with the third-party life safety interfaces. This enables the immediate activation of these systems without any delay in the fire situation. On any Axis EN or Axis AX fire system, which is your EN54 approved system or a UL approved system, you can add a touch control. This touch screen remote control terminal allows you to manage your fire alarm system with ease. Touch control is a fully functional remote control terminal which can be used instead of our standard remote control terminals. Touch control has been designed to find its home in highly visible public areas, and the user can add a presentation to run when the fire screen is not in use. This could be a company introduction, visitor board, or any safety information. As soon as the touch screen is touched or a fire condition arises, touch control reverts to fire operation. It provides a 10-inch high-definition touchscreen solution for a display on a fire system. It comes as a standard as a flush-mounted version, complete with the flushing bezel. However, if required, a surface mount back box is also available. Touchscreen operates by recognizing the pressure of the touch rather than utilizing the capacitance of the skin, as is used on any smartphone, laptop, or PCs. What it means is that touch control can also be operated by a gloved hand, which is especially important, so it can be easily operated by the fire and rescue service team when they enter the building. The touch control is programmed like any other remote terminal or a fire alarm panel, either via the screen or the PC configuration tool. Turning now to high-risk sites, these have number of requirements: reliable and robust fire and extinguishing protection, dynamic programming options, ability to connect conventional detection and fire alarm support, multiple status indicator option, and finally, approved and certified to all the relevant standards. To cater to high-risk sites, we have our extinguishing control panel, EXGO. EXGO panel integrates with an Axis EN fire system. This is a simple, dependable solution to complex fire protection problems in a high-risk sensitive and a strategic sites, such as a server room, switch rooms, historical buildings, and cultural collections. It has 3 conventional detection zones. It also provides 3 sound circuits. It has 500 general log events. The EXGO is approved to EN 12094 Part 1 and Part 3 extinguishing standard, as well as EN 54 Part 2, Part 4, and Part 3 fire standards via BSI approval body. EXGO is a simple and dependable solution to protect high-risk sites. It combines precision engineering with flexible design option and ease of use, making it easy to design a system that meets your site-specific requirements. It's suitable for almost all single flooding area applications and include a main control panel and a range of remote terminals and devices. Some of its many benefits include ease of use. EXGO is very easy to install. All programming is carried out at the control panel via a simple and intuitive menu structure and LCD screen. All the sensitive circuits are analyzed and configured by the panel menu system, and you can access onboard diagnostics from the panel menu itself. It is a versatile system, which means Axis EXGO can be used standalone. Alternatively, it is easy to integrate with the Axis EN fire system, as well as any building management system via a simple fire protection interface with onboard programmable input and outputs. It's also compatible with a range of detection devices to meet the needs of your site. EXGO is packed with functionality. Among its versatile range of control options are hold and abort buttons that allow the gas release to be paused or cancelled as required. The extraction tool software makes it easy to manage configuration, control data, and event logs. A time-stamped log track on all activation events. You can download this to a PC config tool for reference, storage, filtering, or even printing. EXGO is safe to use and it's also cost-effective. A case study on EXGO. The Sudanese dual oil pipeline is vital to the local economy, so it was very critical to implement a dependable fire system that not only afforded ongoing protection of the pipeline, but also the workforce involved in the day-to-day smooth running operation of the pipeline at all times. The pipeline is protected over 800 kilometers, starting from Khartoum to Port Sudan by a combination of advanced Axis EN system as well as EXGO extinguishing system products to deliver a cutting-edge and reliable solution for a project with extremely demanding installation challenges. Advanced products were chosen for this project due to their industry, reputation, product quality, ease of use, and reliability. The products offered by Advanced are fully supported by our in-house technical team, who can be contacted via phone, email, or our Advanced 360 web portal, accessible through our website. The team have a vast array of knowledge for all manner of system application. So you can be rest assured that expertise will be on hand for any project or support queries that may arise. Product training is also delivered by our technical team, which can be arranged by contacting your local area representative in the first instance. In this case, that would be me for the Middle East and Africa region. Please visit our website at www.advancedco.com to sign up for your free Advanced 360 web portal account today. Any questions?
Thank you. One of the first questions that's come in, and it was quite a broad question actually, was what do you think the future holds for the fire protection industry, and what are Advanced Electronics doing to keep ahead of that trend? I know it's quite a broad question, but Mark, do you want to elaborate further on that?
Yes, I think it is a very broad question, that, to be honest with you. But I think whatever the future holds for the fire industry, it's all going to come down to the technical advantages of a product, its performance for networking, et cetera, and its processing ability. So I think there's an awful lot to say on this particular question, but it's a very broad question to cover just in this particular presentation. But it's certainly the technological advantages of the advanced products are certainly going to carry us forward for the future, I believe.
Okay, and Sassy, to elaborate a little bit more on that, the Middle East market certainly seems to be booming at the moment. There seems, we know there's so many things going on. There's Saudi Vision 2030. Dubai is still a constant building site. There's still so much going up. What is it like in the Middle East at the moment in terms of installing fire protection solution products and so on from there?
Yeah, Gareth, as you rightly said, the GCC countries have different requirements here. Some of the countries, they follow UL standards. Some of them follow EN standards. Some of them have civil defense approval, which is very mandatory for the installation of the site. So having said that, we as a manufacturer, we have all the products that are covered for the requirement. We have UL range products, we have EN range product, we have wired, wireless products, also extinguishing panels. So we cover a broad range of fire alarm system to cater to the entire Middle East and African requirements. Sure, and presumably you showcase these off in some of the big expos such as Intersec in Dubai and Intersec in Saudi Arabia as well, which is up and coming. Is that right? Yeah, we are exhibiting at the Intersec show Dubai with all the product ranges that we have discussed, including the redundant controller, which is the requirement for most of the industrial sites where they need 100% hot redundant fire alarm system. Again, we can provide this solution either in the UL or the EN range with 100% hot redundancy. Of course. And can I talk about the two products you mentioned, or two main products, the Axis Go and the Axis N, the EN? What are the main feature differences, and what do they possess? Yeah, Mark, please.
Yeah, so in terms of Axis EN, that's focused around the European standards, whereas the Axis EX is focused around the UL or American standards. So there are differences between the products, primarily in terminology, and some feature differences in terms of, one will use speakers and amplifiers, whereas the other one uses sounders and beacons. Europe is more sounder and beacon driven, and UL products or American products are more focused towards the amplifiers.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier about the 200 network nodes and actually the systems and what they can accommodate, but what's the distribution speed for the data at large downloads and speeds?
So typically for a network system, we have up to 200 panels per system. We have the largest site out there today is 198, and that's installed in a hospital application in Dublin. That's been around for around about 10 years now. The distribution speeds on the network are approximately 3 milliseconds between each node, which effectively gives you a just under 4 seconds response time across 200 panels. That's excellent. Much higher than, as you will know, much better than any
the competitors that you go up against, really, which is great. Talk to me about the interface required for the smoke control product feature. Sassy, you mentioned it earlier. Do you want to go into a little bit more detail about that?
Mark, would you want to answer the smoke control feature?
Is this what the alarm calm? Is that the product that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of alarm calm is effectively, you could consider it as a panic button. So you operate a smoke detector, let's say it's in a hotel bedroom. The alarm calm allows you to silence the sounder in that local room, whilst you obviously you cater for the fire, whatever's happened, you clear the smoke, etc. And you can investigate the cause. Okay. If the cause goes outside of a certain time frame, then obviously the sounders will come back on again and the building starts to evacuate. So you can consider alarm calm as being a method of basically calming people down whilst the cause is investigated for a period of time.
Which is great. And yes, your product, one of the questions asked earlier was, is it self-install or do you have a fully qualified engineer come and install everything? You answered that one. It is, you have somebody on hand fixing it all, installing it all, putting everything in place. Do they have an online system? Do they have a portal that they can log into and see all the different metrics and all the different intricacies that come along with that?
Yes, we do have portals, etc. Obviously, we've got a full technical support department. So any questions that may arise, you can always send them into technical support directly. But we also have the web services where we've got Advanced 360 for those questions, for any training, if they want data sheets, manuals, etc., etc. Everything can be obtained from the website.
Brilliant. And warranty? What's the warranty period for the smoke control feature and for any of the equipment, really?
So Advanced typically have a 3-year warranty on all products that they manufacture and distribute. So that's the typical warranty period. So any failure will be covered by a warranty.
Cool. And do you offer any product training in terms of how to use it? Obviously, as an engineer, an installer that comes and helps you out with that, but so that they can understand it, because no doubt the products are only as good as you understand them. So do you help with that?
Yes, we also offer full training facilities, etc. At the moment, that is held online. In the future, hopefully we'll get that back in-house again. And when it comes to the Middle East, we'll obviously be out there to support them. I'll be traveling out there for Intersec. And if anybody has any requirements for training or wants to know a little more about the products, please let us know and we'll accommodate you whilst I'm there.
And one final question is you mentioned the portal, you mentioned the team that you've got in place to help with it. Presumably they're trained in different languages, because obviously a lot of the people watching will be their primary language will be Arabic. A lot of people speak English now, but how do you get over that? How do you have different languages in-house?
To be honest with you, we don't. Everything is done in English, but to be fair, a lot of people in the Middle East do speak English as well, because they're multinational, So we tend to cater for it in English, and it seems to work fairly well. And it's all about understanding the technical advantages of the product, which a lot of engineers seem to pick up fairly quickly.
Yeah. Excellent. Sassy, have you got anything to add? I know Mark's answered a few questions recently, but is there anything before we wrap up that you feel is important that we get that message across? Obviously, you're going to be at Intersec, or Mark certainly will be. I don't know if you will be as well, Sassy, at Intersec in Dubai, an opportunity to showcase those products and to demonstrate. What would you like to add?
Yeah, I mean, like most of the points we have added here. We are based in Dubai Silicon Oasis. We have an office here. I'm based here. And then I'll share my contact details for people who want to know further on our products. We have not touched more on the wireless in this session, but yeah, if somebody want to understand more on the wireless, we are happy to discuss them as well as the new product that is launched, Axis Go, which is a non-networkable standalone single loop fire system, which is, I believe, the requirement for the industry or has always been, if you consider a smaller product, they assume that it wouldn't give them the features that is required. So always they go with a low cost product for a single loop application, wherein our Axis Go is very high on features, still cater to the requirement that is needed, because fire alarm system is for protecting people's life as and when it is required. So we should not compromise on fire alarm system or fire protection system in general.
Okay, and we do have one more question that's coming. I know, Mark, you're probably answering it, but is there any foolproof solution for false alarms? Sorry, that's just popped off there. So let me just read that out in full. So is there any foolproof solution for false alarms from the fire alarm system? Because it's very painful, especially in high moisture area. Mark, do you want to elaborate further? I know you've just answered that in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, I mean, moisture is always problematic, to be honest with you, because it can look like it's smoke as well. So it's very difficult to obviously manage some of these areas. But with our false alarm management solution that's built into our products, we can basically detect smoke and heat from a single device, which then allows us to weigh up whether it is a false alarm or whether it's a real fire. So false alarm management on the products will basically help cater for some of these problematic system applications. And if we want to know more detail about that, feel free to get in touch following this webinar, and we'll even give you a practical demonstration on that.
Brilliant. Thank you. Sassy, Mark, huge thank you. Great session. Look forward to seeing you in Intersect Dubai. Like many of the viewers today and people watching on demand, I'm sure it's been a great session. There are all the contact details for Advanced. Sassy, who you've heard from today, Mark mentioned earlier, he'll be at Intersect himself. And if anyone's got any questions, concerns, scan that QR code and it'll take you straight through to where you need to go to. But for now, a huge thank you. And we look forward to seeing you all in the future. And to Mark and Sassy, a huge thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gareth.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
On behalf of the Advanced team, I would like to thank you and everyone in the webinar for their time this evening.
Excellent. Thanks for your time. All the best, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.